Our website is up, and that means our magazines are available again. If you want to support us directly, visit the mxnetwork.com or click the link in the description to snag a magazine. They are now only $4.99. Go grab one now. Since it's a slow news day, I figured today would be a perfect day to give you guys an injury update. Let's first take a look at the 250 East class. Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Seth Hammaker suffered a preseason wrist injury a few months back. Unfortunately, it required surgery. The latest news on Hammaker is that his wrist is healing well, but he will be sitting out the supercross season and intends on racing all of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross this summer. Next up, Club MX FXR muck-off Yamaha's Preston Kilroy. Kilroy broke both wrists in Houston about a month ago. He too required surgery, and luckily it went well. Kilroy is now on the road to recovery and should be back soon. Next we have yet another Club MX FXR muck-off Yamaha rider, Garrett Marchbanks. Marchbanks sustained a wrist injury months ago and is actually intending on returning to racing soon. Troy Design's Red Bull Gas rider Michael Mosiman also remains out. Mosiman crashed pretty hard about 2 weeks ago in Daytona and has since sat out with undisclosed injuries. As of 40 minutes ago, whilst recording this, the TLD race team confirmed he will be sitting out Detroit as well. Alright, now let's move on to the 450 class. Let's first take a look at Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha's Dylan Ferrandis. If you haven't already heard, Ferrandis will be sitting out Detroit Supercross. This comes after yet another big hit to the head in Daytona a couple weeks back. If you haven't seen that crash, here it is. Ferrandis intends on returning to Supercross in a few weeks. Next, we do have an update on Red Bull KTM's Marvin Musquin. Musquin suffered a wrist injury early in the season. Originally, it was thought that he'd be out for the whole season. But in a recent update, Musquin's specialist believes he may be healthy enough to return and race the final couple rounds. Next up, we have Honda HRC rider Colt Nichols. Nichols sustained a concussion in Daytona, sat out last weekend's race, and will be sitting out Detroit Supercross as well. He intends on returning to racing next week. Our final and most disgusting injury update is for Mad Parts Kawasaki rider Bubba Pauli. Pauli crashed in Indianapolis last week. This crash resulted in a brutal injury, a severed thumb. After a 7-hour surgery, his thumb was successfully reattached. Pauli will be out for a long time, we presume, and he has already been replaced on the team with Joanne Kraus. Now we have some pics and videos of his thumb. I'm giving you a heads up, it is brutal. So if you're faint of heart, skip this.
Guess the dude's done eating lunch.
Alright, well, that was disgusting. A perfect way to end this video, I guess. What are your guys' thoughts on Ferrandis being out again? How about Pauli's awful injury? Let us know your thoughts down below.